G'day gamers, welcome back to the channel. VaderG here. Hope everyone's having a nice weekend. What we're going to do today, we're going to have a bit of a chat about and a bit of a tutorial on Thanos in Alliance Battle Extreme mode. Just got him set up here in team. Ronin lead with the new uniform gives 50% increase to all attacks for universal types. Black Dwarf gives a nice team bonus. So the first team bonus is you have been judged, which is the Thanos Ronin, which is an all attack crit rate boost. And the second one is You Disappointed Me, which is the Black Dwarf and Thanos team up, which we've got all attack max HP. That converts to, with my new cards, which I've just done a card change, first time in over 12 months that I've done a card change. That equates to these stats here, with him all kitted out. So we've got, basically attack speed. My attack speed has really dropped. It's dropped 11% with my card change. But physical attacks increased by 10% with and the Loki proc on top of that. So the video that I actually did of the ABX was on Universal Villain just a few days back there, and it was before I did the card changes. So prior to that, I had 55% physical attack. So keep that in mind. My physical attack has since increased by 10% since doing the actual Alliance Battle video, and I think my score would be closer to the 4 million mark now with that extra 10% physical attack and with the extra Loki proc. So I've got him set up like this. The gear, so ISO, card agent, yep, cool. Got the character gear here like this. So I've got a couple of 6-star physical attack hero on him, 5-star there, and what I'm doing is just basically trying to max his crit rate out, and supplementary to that, if I've got a spare slot for dodge hero, then I'll put it in as well. What he's packing is CTPE of Rage. Pretty decent crit rate, sort of, yeah, not too bad. ISO says Power of Angry Hulk. And on the Chaotix, I've got all attacks, all defense, all attacks, energy defense, and all attacks, all defenses. So Thanos being a physical attack-based unit, as you can see here on the screen under his level 70 thing there, is physical attack. So that's the way we go. Uniform, I've got his uniform, new uniform at Mythic. His new uniform is unreal, and I've got his base uniforms there. Well, his optional uniforms there as well. I've got Killmonger at Mythic, just a Daredevil at Rare. He really doesn't need it. Once you get a CTPE Rage on him, and you have even okay, say 55% physical attack from cards without the Loki proc, you'll be able to hit 3.5 million on Universal Day with this team, and even without this team. If you use Anti-Man, Maul, and Thanos, the scores are very similar, to be perfectly honest. This actually doesn't make a huge amount of difference. What I'm going to do in regards to the tutorial is I'm going to break it down a bit. The tutorial looks really hard. The rotation for Thanos looks really hard, but when you break it down, it's actually it's not too bad at all. So what we'll do is we'll just do a quick run here in skill preview and basically the rotation is a 2-step rotation. All right, so first we're going to start with the 1 skill, then into the 3 skill, 4 skill, 5 skill, 2 skill. All right, and when we're actually at the start of the match, at the start of the Alliance Battle match, it doesn't really matter that much where the proc lands, but you'll find that the proc will eventually land on the 4 cancel, 5 cancel, 2, or the 4 cancel, 5 cancel, T3, 2. So we'll do both rotations here. So rotation number 1, and this is how you'll start the match, is 1, 3, 4, 5, 2. Okay, so let's call that rotation A. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 4, 5, 2. And you can see the 4 skill, the 5 skill, and the 2 skill stacking there. And that's exactly what we want. Okay, so rotation type, so let's call that rotation 1 and rotation 2. And what we do throughout the Alliance Battle is alternate between rotation 1 and rotation 2. Rotation 2 is simply a variation where we go 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, T3, 2. So 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, T3, 2 skill. So that's rotation 2. So rotation 1, let's do it again. 1, 3, 4, 5, 2. And rotation 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, T3, 2 skill. And that's how it is. So you notice I leave a little pause between the skills. So there's rotation 2. I leave a little pause to make sure I'm getting the skill activations, particularly from the 3 skill, and particularly to let the 4 skill actually run. So there's rotation 1. And I'm making sure that I let the 5 skill run just long enough for him to step into the void, and then I cancel it. Well, actually, it didn't work that time, so I didn't let it run quite long enough. Alright, and that's basically it. So that's how we're going to do the alliance battle. What we're going to do is we're going to start after the mob spawn. We're going to do two rotation type A's, which is this one. We're going to do 2 of them, and then we're going to go into rotation type 2. And we're going to maintain that throughout the alliance battle all the way through. And we're going to want to have the proc on this section of the rotation. Those 3 skills. We want to stack the proc on that. So even with people go CTPrage isn't irrelevant. Where you put the proc, yeah, not really. I think we've found it's probably a bit more advantageous to have the higher damaging skills at the very start of the CTPrage proc. So that's what we found. Watch the video. Hopefully this helps. I'll write a couple of notes on the bottom of the video as well. Any feedback that you have, much appreciated. I'm trying a new microphone type setup today, so hopefully it sounds a bit more professional than what it has prior, or a bit clearer. And yeah, any questions, just ask in the video. Thanks guys. Bye.